singer. And I guess it's kind of obvious, but I think it's a little bit more of just mixing to the volume and loudness of sort of what it is. So yeah, it's cool. Learn a little bit about how to add some different effects to the audio. What is it? The channel that I'm working with. So I have a de-esser placed on it to get rid of some of the sounds. I don't even know if you can hear it. Maybe it de-essed it all. I'm sure it didn't. But there. Oh, and also I think what is it, like an echo? Or not an echo, a reverb effect that's on there. And I think that's supposed to be like a dry and wet mix. That's supposed to add like a little bit more space to the sound. Sometimes it could be a little too flat or I guess dry sounding. And so you're supposed to add a little reverb to it to make it feel like it's in a more natural room space than like a quiet box or something. I also put a noise gate on there so that any sound under like a certain level will be cut out and stripped away so that there's not any like distracting lower hums or buzzes or something like that. I remember on my first podcast, I think I was running like an analog input into the computer to record. And my first podcast, like back in 2009, and there was always this like kind of, I don't know, this low ground hum, this that would be floating on in the background. And it was annoying. But I think I'd apply like a pretty aggressive noise gate to try and chop it out. And it just sounded way over processed. Shoot. So kind of the live and learn part of it. But I wish I did a little more learning of it. So I have this channel stack. I've been working in Logic Pro. I've been trying to figure out the mixing stuff. I'm kind of tweaking it here and there and just kind of having fun with some of the music production stuff that you can do. I'm looking at this controller. There's different types of MIDI controllers out there. A lot of the time when you talk about a MIDI controller, you're talking about like a keyboard or, like a piano keyboard kind of a thing, but not a piano, just a controller, they call it, because it doesn't have any sounds in it. A piano has strings and hammers that, it's sort of a physical operation. It's triggering an actual harmonic sound to occur in real space. With a controller, it's just buttons, and then the computer processes those MIDI sounds to play back a sample or a generated tone of some sort. So